What's going on, guys? I'm Mighty back at again with your weekly Rust Skins videos. I only just realized I have Tarkov open, so you may or may not see that in the video. But this is going to be a quick video. This week's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm already celebrating it at the moment, and that is why I don't have time to make the video. So we're going to pump through this week like we did 2 weeks ago. And let's get started with the Always Online Garage Door, going for $4.60. Above center store price for garage doors and deployables. And overall, I do think that that is a problem for short term, but I do actually think this is going to be a good medium term investment. Obviously that means a good long term investment as well. Online 24/7, I think it's a good meme, relatable to the game, glowing deployable, and it's going to have a decent demand for Zergs if they're not using the Pokemon garage door like me, or if they are 14-year-old beamers with MP5s just trying to flex the fact that they don't have to go to school tomorrow. Overall, I do think this Always Online Garage Door will have demand once it leaves the Rust item store and goes to the community market, and I do think it will make you money, and so I will recommend investing in it. It is $4.60, so it is above center store price, so that obviously will make it a little bit harder to invest in, but I do still think it's going to make you money either way if you buy it as a play skin and play with it until Christmas. I think it's going to be above that price. I think if the set continues, then it's going to obviously also go above that price. But I also do think that if you place a buy order on the community market, you will most likely be able to get it for a little bit cheaper in the first week. After that, I do think you're definitely going to be pushing it with the price of it. Overall, I will recommend investing in the Always Online Garage Door, and I do think that it will be a safe investment even though it is $4.60. Moving over to the Comics Armored Door, it's a continuation of the comic set, going for $3.25, so there's above center store price for armored doors and deployables. And this is also a continuation of the comic set which I just stated, but it is the first deployable item for it. So far all the other items have been a satchel and then some guns, Python, AK, and maybe SAR or something. I honestly can't remember the third one. But I do think that it will be a okay investment. I don't think it's going to be amazing, but I do think it is going to be something that continues. So picking this up with a buy order will most likely make you some money. I don't think it's going to be a crazy investment, but I do definitely think it's still going to be a money maker. So I do think you'll be able to get it off the Rust item store as well. It's only $3.25. I do think it'll be a long-term investment, but I do think that it will make you money and is a pretty safe investment for this week. I don't think it's going to be very good short term, so if you're trying to invest in short term items, I won't really recommend investing in it. But as a medium to long term investment, I do think it will make you pretty easy money, so I will recommend investing in the Comics Armored Door for this week. Moving over to the Fish Poncho, I'm going to say it now, just invest in it. $1.30. Currently, it's not on the featured page of top sellers at all. Definitely good, but I do think this is an extremely easy item to get oversaturated. It's a hide poncho. They're only used early game, and for that reason, the demand won't be that high for it. It is only $1.30, so it's standard store price for clothing, and we don't really get this price often these days anymore. I will recommend investing in it. The fish set has been a very popular set and is a pretty funny meme, and as long as the fish set continues, which somehow it still is, then it will continue to rise in popularity and will also increase the demand of all the other items, which will increase the prices. So overall, I will recommend investing in the fish poncho for this week, plus also to mention the fact that the cheapest poncho skin is around $35. There's only around about 6 poncho skins on the community market. I will recommend investing in this. We already know there is some free Twitch bloody ponchos, but I don't really think they're going to be a problem because obviously people can't get them anymore. So I will recommend investing in the fish poncho for this week. Keep in mind, it definitely will get oversaturated. It's only $1.30 though. I do think either way, it's going to be a safe investment. I don't think it's going to go below $1.30 is my point. Right, moving over to the Forest Raiders road sign set, including the kilt. Going for $3.25 each. I do think that that is pretty expensive for the road sign itself, but the Desert Raiders seem to perform pretty well, and I do think that this is going to perform better than the Desert Raiders. The kilt will perform better than the road sign vest, and the road sign vest will perform better than the helmet, all in my opinion, but that is the order of what I would recommend to invest in them if you are to invest in the Forest Raider stuff, and that's mainly because the kilt gets used more because you get to pair it with the Metal Gear, and the road sign vest gets used more, even though it is interchangeable with the jacket. I just think it gets more use out of it than what the coffee can helmet does, because you can get the wolf headdress, wolf skulls and stuff like that. And now wolves are a lot more common, at least it seems for me. So that is my order and my recommendation for investing in them, and I will recommend investing in them because I do think that they're going to make you money. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more expensive for people with lower wallets because they are $3.25 each. You could try and get them with a buy order on the community market, but I would recommend trying to do that within the first week, otherwise you're probably going to miss your chance. The Frosty AK is what we're moving over to now. Frosty AR made by Bad Trip, I'm pretty sure, going for $3.95, above standard store price for weapons and AK skins. Overall, I actually really don't like this AK skin. Sorry, Bad Trip. If it is you that made it, I'm pretty sure it is. I just don't like it. I think it's pretty bland and pretty boring, but I do think that a lot of people probably will like it. That's just my personal opinion, and I'll probably still pick it up. But for $3.95, people have their own favorite AK skins already. I don't think this is going to be a safe investment for this week. I think you're going to be able to get it for a little bit cheaper on the community market with a buy order, and I wouldn't recommend investing in it off of the Rust Item store for this week for those reasons. So moving over to the low poly furnace, I do think this is going to be a starter of a set, but it is $3.25. We already have so many really nice looking furnace skins that are probably around $3.25 or below, obviously above as well. I do think that the low poly skins will become a set in the future. I personally like them, but I don't think they're going to have a crazy high demand, just because obviously there's no glowing stuff on it and there's nothing too stand out about it. They do look cool, but I do think that there is other skins that can easily replace this, and so I don't think that it is going to go above $3.25, or at least have a very high demand. So if it gets oversaturated, then that's not going to be good for its price. So riskier investment in my opinion. For that reason, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. Moving over to the med supply container, going for $3.25. This is a continuation of the supply container set, which is now the third box, I'm pretty sure, third or maybe fourth. I'm pretty sure the other boxes are going for around about $1.50. Obviously, this set has been a pretty big fail when it comes to investing, and I'm not going to recommend investing in the med supply container for that reason, just because the rest of the set clearly hasn't popped off at the moment, and I don't think that it actually is going to anytime soon. It just doesn't seem to have that demand, and that is mainly, in my opinion, because the neon storage set is coming out at the same time, which is, in my opinion, a better storage organizing set. Plus, it also has a glowing deployable factor to it as well, and it's going for the same price. So, not going to recommend investing in the med supply container. It does have a more militaristic style, which some people obviously prefer, but the glow stuff is just pay to win. I'm not going to recommend investing in the med supply container for this week, even though I actually do like the skin itself. Moving over to the Rainbow Pony Bandella, going for $1.30. I will recommend investing in this. I'm not going to say too much about it, but the Rainbow Pony has been a pretty successful set, and it is only the center store price of $1.30. So definitely will recommend investing in that one. I do see it getting oversaturated, but I think the demand will be high enough for it to go above $1.30. Moving over to the Tempered Crossy, going for $5.25. I think this is too expensive for a crossbow skin, and I do think you're going to be able to get it for a little bit cheaper on the community market with a buy order. That is what I would recommend to do. Not going to recommend investing in this one off of the Rust Item store for this week, and that is 100% because of the $5.25 price tag that is starting at. Overall, really nice looking skin though. Moving over to the Training L96. Some of you guys that are watching this video now mightn't even know what the training set is. At the moment, I guess now it's a pretty old set. It's probably around about a year old, maybe a little bit older. But it is a continuation, and this is the probably third skin, fourth skin maybe, that has been on a weapon. And overall, to be honest, I don't think the training set was crazy on weapons, and I don't think that this is going to be a very successful investment, so I'm not going to recommend investing in it. L96 skins are pretty risky to invest in, and I don't think that this is really standing up to the other L96 skins that we already have on the community market. Plus, there's already 2 L96 skins. I'm pretty sure there's like 6 on the community market, and there's 2 L96 skins below this $2.60. So I'm not going to recommend investing in the Training L96 for this week, but I do actually like the skin, so I'll probably get at least one of everything. I'm not going to show you guys my car this week because I'm not going to buy it just yet. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.